Iran lost their own minds, not metaphorically, physically. They dropped them in the Strait of Hormuz, and now they can't find them at all. That's not a military power. That's a circus. And I want to know from you, do you think that they should be allowed to have a nuclear weapon? If they lost something that you put in the water to prevent the flow of traffic through an area, do you think they are capable of having a nuclear weapon? I'm going to put that to you, the audience, as we go through this today, because I'm not sure that they should be allowed. I'm not sure if you want a so-called nuclear power that can't keep track of mines. I'm going to tell you what actually happened, because the media is treating this like a logistics problem. This is not a logistics problem. It's a window into exactly who we're dealing with. The IRGC, Iran's so-called elite revolutionary force. They deployed naval mines into one of the most strategically critical waterways on the planet. No centralized command, no systematic tracking, small boats in the dark dropping mines. Zero accountability. And when the currents move them, gone. Nobody knows where the hell they are. The New York Times, as horrible as they are, they broke this overnight, citing multiple U.S. officials. Iran's own foreign minister has already tipped it when he used the phrase technical limitations to explain why they couldn't reopen the strait. That phrase is now doing a lot of work. Technical limitations. That's diplomatic speak for we broke it and we need you to fix it. Now, here's where I need my veterans in the chat to lock in, because this is the part that should keep every one of you up at night. This is the same regime, the same military, the same command structure that has been chasing a nuclear weapon for 2 decades. Think about what nuclear capability actually requires. It's not just building the device, it's the custody, it's control, it's a chain of command that doesn't break under pressure. It's knowing exactly where your weapons are at all times. It requires the kind of institutional discipline that doesn't exist in a force that drops mines in the dark and then loses them in the current. You see, I've got my old used to fish, is what we call this in the Navy. USS Ohio, SSBN. We may or may not have carried nuclear weapons. And there is a system in place there's a system of checks and balances in place, because the president of the United States is the most powerful man in the world. The second most powerful man in the world is the commander of an SSBN on patrol. That's the number 2 guy. And there's a bunch of them that are out there, because they could very well have nuclear weapons and they could subvert some of the checks and balances. It would take multiple people to make that happen, but the term could is there. Now, I want to flip the script here. What about Iran? Those people do what they're told, they shut up, or bad things happen to them. The Ayatollah doesn't give them the goats that they required. But think about that. These guys couldn't manage a minefield in water they claim to control. They claim they patrol their entire existence. They created a hazard they no longer control, and they have no idea where they're at. And there's a thing in the ocean, a lot of you mariners will know what this is. It's called set and drift. And that is the flow of the wind and the flow of the current above the water and below. There is a current that moves things around constantly. When you're navigating through the ocean, you compensate for set and drift. If you're just going course 180 at 5 knots and you're always steering 180, the set and drift is going to push you off. The curvature of the earth, for you flat earthers, morons, it's going to push you off. That's just the way it is. So you have to compensate for set and drift because it's going to shift things. They drop these mines, they have no idea where the hell they're at. But they created this hazard that they have no idea about right now. And now every tanker captain trying to transit that strait is rolling the dice. Not as bad as Mark Dice. We'll talk about him. Wow, that guy sank. But they're rolling the dice on the IRGC's paperwork. That's not a nuclear capable state. That's not a nuclear capable threat. There's a big difference because a capable state with nukes, you can deter them. You can negotiate with them. MAD works when both sides have their finger on the button and know exactly where the button is. Iran just proved they might not know where the button is or who's holding it. And the people sitting in Islamabad today with the Vice President of the United States negotiating over uranium enrichment, ceasefire terms, they better have that image burned into their heads because a Strait of Hormuz can be cleared. Right now, United States warships are moving through the Strait of Hormuz, and I'm going to show you that. Eventually, it can be cleared. Slowly, dangerously, but it can be done. You can't undetonate a nuclear weapon. And I want you to think about that. For anyone that doesn't want to be involved over there, that's where we've got to do this. A lot of people in the chat, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I'm glad that you tuned in this morning. Love to get your opinion in the chat. Do you believe with what you're seeing right now with Iran not being able to find their own mines, should they be allowed to have a seat at the table, the nuclear table? Is that something that they should be allowed to do? I believe the people running Iran are no better than the people running our mainstream media right now. This is like Jake Tapper as a prime minister. This is like Tucker Carlson as the Ayatollah. This is like Candace Owens as the Secretary of State. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't know what she would be. I don't know. Secretary of the Interior. I don't know. Decorating lot lizard. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. There's a lot of people getting called out. The president have taken the gloves off. You have Alex Jones threatening the president's life. I hope the Secret Service pays him a visit. But we're seeing this whole de-evolution. These people are crashing out on a daily basis. There's rumors now that the mainstream media and some of these podcasters is that they are compromised. Love to get your take on that. Do you think some of these people are compromised? Because it's starting to feel like it. The shift, the polar flip was just too damn quick. Here's one of the articles here. Iran cannot fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz because it cannot find some of the mines it placed in the waterway, lacks the capability to remove them, per multiple U.S. officials cited by the New York Times. Does that sound like a country that you want to have a damn nuclear weapon? I mean, is that what you want here? Right? These people are crazy. They're absolutely crazy. The mines were laid quickly by small boats. Some have since drifted. technical limitations. You've got to love that term. That is gibberish for we don't know what the hell happened. That's what that is. Democrats support Iran? I don't know. Somebody says lost me at New York Times. Goodbye. I really don't care. BRICS is reporting it. Just in, Iran unable to fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz because it cannot find all the mines it deployed. So this piece of water is 21-mile stretch. It's only 4 miles of shipping traffic. 2-mile channel in, 2-mile channel out. That's it. That's what's happening. And if you don't know what a mine is, you see these little connectors. They're basically electrodes. And whenever a hull of a ship touches one of those, it engages it. It completes the circuit. It will push in. And that's why the United States Navy, our minesweepers are still wooden hulled minesweepers. Or the last time I checked, they were wooden hulled minesweepers. So what are your thoughts here? Is this the kind of country you want to have a nuclear weapon? I think that's the argument to really be made. For the people that said, I don't trust the New York Times. Well, I've got a couple of other corroborators here for you as well. Iran is reportedly struggling to find its own mines. It dropped the Strait of Hormuz. America's allies should send in minesweepers to help. We are, apparently. I think U.S. allies should, not us. They can't even locate their own mines and lack strong capabilities to safely get them out. There are reportedly some safe passageways. The IRGC said that ships could collide with the sea mines. Iran's foreign minister, technical limitations, when he agreed to the open. J.D. Vance will definitely be addressing this during negotiations. Open the strait. And here we have some footage of some American warships going through the strait. You want to see that? Let's buckle up. Let's buckle up. It is time to get engaged. I want to say thank you to all the trolls in the chat. I really appreciate it. I turned on the troll filter. Hi, Ben, your channel makes me free TV. I have no idea. But thank you. Thank you very much. You didn't bring your subs to clear mines. No, you don't use submarines to clear mines. That is correct. I just wanted to see a troll check here. Oh, yeah, he's back. I don't think you do realize we are playing you like a fiddle. There we go. All right, there we go. Perfect. Here we go. Let's roll it. Let's roll the bean footage.
جمعه 21 فروردین ماه 1405 تنگه هرمز و کشتی‌هایی که در نوبت هستند جمعه 21 فروردین 1405 تنگه هرمز.
So you see those warships on the horizon. Some of those are U.S. warships moving through the Straits of Hormuz, and some of them are tankers that are moving through the strait. You can see how close this is. And one of those mines could very well wash up on the shore. Very well wash up on the shore. They're about the size of like a little smaller than like the probably the hood of your car is about the size of these things. Maybe the size of the hood of your car. But I'm going to tell you right now, lots of damage. Lots of damage. And if one of these goes off, if one of these were to hit an American warship, there will be hell to pay. there will be hell to pay. Hell hath no fury like this. Trump is already dropping fury on somebody else this morning. I'll show you this one. This came out just about an hour ago. Fake news media has lost total credibility. Not that they had any to begin with, because their massive Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. They love saying that Iran is winning. There's a lot of people that like saying Iran is winning. I agree with that. In fact, everyone knows that they're losing big. Their Navy's gone. Air Force is gone. Anti-aircraft apparatus, non-existent. Radar's dead. Missile drone factories have been largely obliterated, along with missiles and drones themselves. And most importantly, their longtime leaders are no longer with us. And Trump trolls them again. You got to love it. Praise be to Allah. The only thing they have going is the threat that a ship may bunk into one of their sea mines, which, by the way, all 28 of their mine dropper boats are also lying at the bottom of the sea. We're now starting the process of clearing out the Strait of Hormuz as a favor to countries all over the world, including China, Japan, South Korea, France, Germany, and many others. Incredibly, they don't have the courage or will to do this work themselves. Very interestingly, however, empty oil-carrying ships from many nations are headed to the United States of America to load up with oil. How does that make you feel? That Iran basically cut off their nose to spite their face. That is where I think we're at right now. They cut off their nose to spite their face. I love this. I love this. Thank you, trolls, for joining in. Man, you guys are the best. Y'all keep me motivated to do all this. You really do. Here is an image of some of these super tankers that are headed to the United States to buy oil from us. 200 super tankers are headed into the Gulf of Mexico and off the coast of Florida. What do you think about that? I think it's amazing. Trump is now selling oil like the Middle East. This is good. This is real good. The Gulf of America is about to have a bunch of merchants in it buying oil from us. We have pushed communism out of our hemisphere. We are pushing communism out of our country. We've still got some here. We've still got some. The ideology is bad. Let's see here. Okay. I think I've had enough playing with the moron today. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of him today. Let's go ahead. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye. Flush. Flush. The Gulf of America. I think I called it the Gulf of America. Whatever. The nitpicking is funny. Go pick your own nose, right? Look at this one. This is what it'll look like. This is exactly what it'll look like. Iran's been able to quickly open the Strait of Hormuz, more shipping traffic. Cannot locate the mines that it's laid. You want to see a problem happen in real time? You let that occur to one of these U.S. Navy ships. That would be a bad day for Iran. Extremely bad day for Iran. Now, there are some ships moving through the straits right now. They're risking it. 2 tankers, 4 million barrels of Saudi and Iraqi oil are traveling through the strait at 11 to 12 knots as we speak. So you can see there are ships going in and out. But I just don't know if you want to play that game of cat and mouse is what I would call it, I guess. You see this? I don't know if I want to play that game with them. And this is real-time shipping traffic right here. So what they're having to do is go around this Larik Island. And when they go around Larik Island, that's where they get charged. And apparently the Iranians are either charging in Chinese yuan or Bitcoin. That should tell you who owns Bitcoin or who controls Bitcoin. How many of you think China is behind Bitcoin? Very well could be. Dire Straits, great band. Great band. Saw them in concert once. Great band. But yeah, this is Dire Straits. But there's a lot more traffic moving in and out. So that's good for the world's commerce. However, if one of these ships hits a mine, it will close everything. And the one part of this that no one's talking about, you see this? This is Iran's border here to the southwest. So you see how they've got a waterway. The other way that Iran is sending oil to countries that hate us is right up here in the little area called the Caspian Sea. Right along Tehran's border, you can see that fertile coastline there. And they are shipping oil to our enemies through the Caspian Sea up and into, you know it, they can get it into Russia. They can get it into Kazakhstan. They can get it up into those Baltic states that hate us. You see Ukraine just here to the left. There's Russia. So Iran has ways of making money. We're just shutting down one of their major ports to reach the rest of the world. Now, I would also argue that something like this benefits Russia. Because if we cut off the ability for them to ship oil to other countries, they are their only consumer. So that could very well benefit them. They could leverage a lot of this stuff. I think they probably are. Dax is a Navy Pog seaman, yaps and never fought. Blake, thank you, Blake. Yeah, I deployed to Iraq one time, but thank you, Blake. God bless you. Let me give Blake a salute. Thank you for the super chat, Blake. That'll go to help a lot of veterans. I use a lot of the super chats from my channel to help service-connected disabled veterans. Thank you, Blake. God bless you. I was in Iraq in 2005. Very peaceful time frame. Very peaceful. Thank you. I'll even highlight your super chat there for you. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Veterans can tear each other apart all you want. I don't think we need any help from fellow veterans tearing each other apart. But some people like to do that. Some veterans like to tear each other apart. It's up to you. Thank you, Blake. God bless you. I hope you have a great day. And I really thank you for the super chat. You're a outstanding patriot for helping the channel out there. And I won't begrudge you for that. And I hope that you had a great career and you're not bitter about anything in your life either. But it seems like you might be. That's okay. That's okay. There's a lot of other people that are bitter about what's happening in the world right now. I'll show you one of them. This guy here. I think he should probably be investigated right now. I think he should probably be investigated for what he's about to say.
I'm just going to scorch earth Trump to get him back on track. Only way to do it is to go after him viciously. You've already shed all over me. And if you try to rub it in, I just, at that point, I don't care anymore. So if you think I've been coming after you, if you think that I'm trying to get clicks by attacking you so the Democrats that don't buy anything from me and don't like me want to put me in jail, if you think I've been on your ass, say one more thing out of your mouth. And Laura Loomer, send him this, okay? One more thing. When I've gone through hell back in your ass because you were the lesser of two evils, then I'm going to show you how to cow eat the cabbage. Do one more thing. You should be kissing my ass. But instead, you shit all over me and rub it in. I'm not looking for a fight, but if you want one, you came to the right place. So I'm like a rattlesnake. They're not really aggressive snakes. Water moccasins come after you and bite you. Cobras come after you. I'm like rattlesnakes trying to get away. I'm like, hey, leave me alone. Hey, please don't step on me. God, that really hurts. Please stop. Oh, your daddy's over here. Let me step on your mommy. Let me step on your kids. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like Darth Vader looking at Emperor Palpatine, looking like Skywalker. I'm like, all right. I'm going to politically throw you down the reactor shaft in 2 seconds. And just, hey, does Alex Jones bluff? No, I don't. You think I'm intimidated by you, Trump, the president of the United States? Think I'm intimidated by your hit teams, all the rest of it? Whatever, man. You got God to deal with. I want to focus on the midterms, the Democrats. I want to promote what's good you're doing. And I want to be left alone.
There we go. How many of you think that Alex just threatened the president? Very interesting take from Alex. I think he threatened the president. Just one more thing. I'm coming after you. Oh, I see that comment. I wish I could have grabbed that comment. Somebody said nothing goes to the Middle East without the United States Navy. Oh, wait. The Army tanks can't float over there? Right. It sounded like a threat to me. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? FBI. I love that comment. Thank you, Sergeant King. God bless you. God bless you. Great comment. Let's see here. Man, what a clown. He's turned into a real buffoon. And I think part of it is what happened at Sandy Hook. Right? I think that's what really happened. And I believe there's a lot of these others that have done the same thing. They have flipped on Trump. They have flipped on America, more importantly. And I don't know. I think it's a weird move. There's a lot of people that made a lot of cash off of supporting Trump. And then suddenly, when it was not convenient or uncool, they jumped off. I'll show you a guy that's been pretty damn solid the whole time while I go fill up my coffee. Because I feel like today we're going to need a full cup. Maybe two. Maybe 2 cups today. Ben Dykes, is he turning to pay off his debt? You could be true, or you could be right on that. You very well could be right on that he turned to pay off some of the debt. And I don't know what you guys think about Dan, and frankly, I don't care.
Folks, I'm sorry to tell you, but I've been in this business a long, long time. And I am sorry to tell you this because I wish I didn't have to. A lot of the people you put faith in this business in general, behind the scenes are totally different people. Alex Jones is full of shit. I don't know how, I don't really care. You want to listen to his show? Fine. Go right ahead. This guy is a fraud. I will never forget early on in my political career when I was running for office, I got invited on, I did the network InfoWars a couple of times early on. Listen, I was young in the business, whatever. I went on the show figuring might as well talk to people. You get your name out there. And it's during like a break before I come on. And I'm just telling you, like, the conversation was so disturbing. Oh, well, I'm just going to like do it anyway because that's what the audience said. I was like, well, it's probably not a good idea. It's not exactly true. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I couldn't believe it. The guy's a total fake and a phony. It's not real. It's all bullshit.
How many of you think Alex Jones is not real? How many of you think some of the stuff that he puts out isn't real? Thank you, Savage Patriot. Looks like some Army stuff there. Thank you, Savage Patriot. God bless you. PDX67R, thank you very much. I'll use that to help with the shipping. I send a lot of Bibles and guitars and help some veterans with service dogs. Thank you very much. My full-time job, I'm a veteran service officer. So that's my full-time job. Ben Dykes, the troll hunter. Man, they show up. It's so easy to find them. They out themselves, don't they? The trolls out themselves. You don't even have to hunt for them. Thank you very much, James. Airborne, more Dems couldn't find water. Most Dems couldn't find water while sitting a boat that's adrift. I think you're right. Airborne Professor, thank you. Blake, God bless you. Appreciate it. Ben served honorably. That's what matters. Love my retirement check. That little blue ID card I got, love it. Actually, I got a new one with the chip on it, CAC card thing. Get my 10% off at Lowe's. Right? Thank you. Airborne, thank you very much. Pog people other than grunts. Yeah, I was not a grunt. I was in the Navy. Means everyone not in the infantry. The fact Ben was in the Navy and the Navy does not have an infantry. Well, there you go. There you go. I tell you this, I woke up and I didn't know what an individual augmentee was until it was too late. I'll tell you that. Airborne, not a dig on Ben. I've never done what he did. It takes all of us to do what we do. Tell me a war that we've won without the United States Navy. I'll wait. Alex has been right about a lot, to be honest, but on this point in subject, he's definitely wrong. Definitely seemed like he is threatening Trump. Alex needs to take a seat now. F him, 4 exclamations. James, good call. Mar Floors, thank you. $5. Appreciate it. Member for 12 months, Mike ACG. Thank you, Mike, for all of your hard work and research. Really appreciate that. There's a lot of people to this channel that are behind the scenes making some mechanisms move. Really appreciate that. But yeah, the way that things are going right now, the wokies, I'll call them the wokies, kind of like the wookies, celebrating my anniversary. There you go, Mike. Really appreciate it. Let's give everyone a big boom shakalaka for that.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Appreciate that. God bless you. If you want to support the channel and you don't want to send super chats through YouTube, there is a way right up. Where's it at? Widgets. You can join the channel as a member right over there with the little Cash App or membership thing there. Or you can buy me a coffee. And I would really appreciate it. I always love a good cup of Joe. AJ's just another fast cash grifter while disappearing. You could be right about that. I mean, he's got to sell a lot of seeds, and I've called him the seed man for a long time to pay off that money that he owes for opening his mouth about Sandy Hook. Remember that one? You remember that? Yeah. Why U.S. says Iran lost track of mine locations spread in the Strait of Hormuz, complicating reopening. It's going to be a bad day if an American warship gets hit by that. More corroborating stories, Daily Caller. Iran has no idea where it planted mines in the Strait. It's going to be a bad day if they don't find these. Democrats urge Swalwell. Wait, what? Urge Swalwell to drop out after ex-staffer accuses him of SA. I saw that. James DeLuca, USMC Force Recon Marine combat vet. Here, Semper Fi. Do me a favor. I always do this, and I forgot today. If you are a veteran, post your branch of service in the chat. If you're a family member of a veteran, post your veterans branch of service in the chat. Because I would like to get an idea of where they served. Because being a spouse or a family member of a veteran is very tough. The veterans are taken care of when they're deployed. But the family members are left behind. The mom has to be the dad, the plumber, the roofer, the soccer coach, all that stuff. You got to be everything. You got to be everything. This whole Swalwell deal, man. Holy crap. I didn't see this one coming. I never thought that. I'll just be honest. I didn't think he liked chicks. I'll just be that honest. I did not think that he liked chicks. Here, I think he responded to some kind of little, I don't know what you want to call this. What do you want to call this? His response. Let's hear his response here. I'm sure he's going to cry. Or maybe fart. He very well could fart.
A lot has been said about me today through anonymous allegations. And I thought it was important that you see and hear from me directly. These allegations of sexual assault are flat false. They are absolutely false.
Wow.
They did not happen. They have never happened. And I will fight them with everything that I have. They also come on the eve of an election where I have been the frontrunner candidate for governor in California. I do not suggest to you in any way that I'm perfect or that I'm a saint. I have certainly made mistakes in judgment in my past. But those mistakes are between me and my wife. And to her, I apologize deeply for putting her in this position. I also apologize to you if in any way you have doubted your support for me. But I think you know who I am. For over 20 years, I have served the public. As a city councilman, as a member of Congress, and as a prosecutor who went to court on behalf of victims, particularly on behalf of sexual assault victims. That's who I am and have always been. This weekend, I'm going to spend time with my family and friends. And I appreciate those who have reached out to me to show support. And I look forward to updating you very soon.
What do you think about this deal with good old Eric Swalwell? It seemed like a little bit of an omission, like maybe a ransom video is kind of what it felt like to me. That he, oh boy, I don't know what to take of this one. I don't know how to understand that one. What are your thoughts? Did he cheat on his wife? Federal prison? I saw somebody say that, federal prison. I'm more concerned. I mean, the sexual assault stuff, Bill Clinton, it doesn't matter. He was accused of a lot of stuff. He was accused of a lot of stuff. What is he apologizing for if the allegations were fake? That's a good point. Let's do a poll in the chat. I want to see what everybody thinks here. So the current poll in the chat, did Alex Jones threaten Trump? 87% say yes. Somebody said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Let's see here. How about this one? Will Eric Swalwell, let's see here. Swalwell drop out of gov race in Californication. Do you think he'll drop out? Hell, I think with this video and these accusations, he will probably surge to the top of the damn polls. I don't think you can get elected as a Democrat without having some sort of essay. He's probably the face of the Democrat Party right now. Gavin Newsom said, hold him a beer with your pinky out. Let's go here. Good morning. If all these ships are coming here to buy oil from us and we don't get the oil from over there, why is our oil so expensive? There's a little term called supply and demand. Look that one up. That's exactly how that works. Supply and demand. Remember Bang Fang Fang? Was that the spy's name, I think? Army, Fort Benning, Bruce Wayne. We got Batman in the house. Thank you, Batman. Semper Fi, Finn Lane. I think that's a Marine. It's the men's department of the United States Navy, right? Finn Lane? That's what I've always heard. Men's department. Hey, Ben, my old man says it's changed the name from the Strait of Hormuz to the Strait of America. I don't know if they'll ever actually do that, but it is, I mean, hell, why not? I mean, why not? Did you have it on your bingo card, though, that Swalwell was cheating on his wife with a Chinese spy? I mean, that's like something out of that show Clue. Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. That's what I see. James, Eric, what does that say right there? Eric, old boy, is definitely a sleaze bag. I wouldn't be surprised if he's guilty. Those ladies are not saying he did essay for nothing. Now, the interesting part is Swalwell basically says believe all women, right? I mean, you have to believe all women or you're not a good human being. Remember the Kavanaugh thing? You got to believe them all, no matter what. Even if they took cash inside the NDA agreements from Jeffrey. What do you think about that? Let's go right here.
Former staffer says Castro Valley Congressman Eric Swalwell, a candidate for California governor, sexually assaulted her. The SF Chronicle first reported the news. According to the publication, a woman who worked for Swalwell for nearly 2 years said she had sexual encounters with him while he was her boss. And allegedly, he twice sexually assaulted her when she was too intoxicated to consent.
Whoa.
The woman says Swalwell began pursuing her within weeks after she was hired to work in the district office in Castro Valley in 2019. She says Swalwell messaged her on Snapchat, sending images of his genitals and seeking nude pictures of her in return. She also says one time Swalwell
Damn, he was freaky.
tried to kiss her, and another time he pulled out his genitals and asked her to perform oral sex on him.
Wait, what? I really thought he was gay.
And she did. She also says Swalwell forced himself on her in 2024 when she tried telling him no. According to the Chronicle, last night, an attorney for Swalwell sent a cease and desist letter to that woman saying she had made false statements accusing Mr. Swalwell of sexual assault and non-consensual sexual encounters and threatening to sue her if she did not retract those allegations. Crown 4 has not independently confirmed these allegations, but we did reach out to Swalwell and he shared the following statement. Quote, "These allegations are false and come on the eve of an election against the frontrunner for governor." He wrote, "For nearly 20 years, I have served the public as a prosecutor and a congressman and have always protected women. I will defend myself with the facts and where necessary, bring legal action.
This guy's crazy. That looks like my buddy Todd, MAGA minion, to a fellow shipmate, to a fellow former functioning alcoholic. Cheers, mate. Hoorah. Fight, fight, fight. The Manor House, East Coast. We know it. J.D. Weatherspoons, Ricelip Manor. We know it. We know that location. That's what I'm talking about. To the Marlboro Head, right outside of Audley Street, MAGA minion. That's where I was at when 9/11 happened, was in a pub in London. Thank you, Todd. My boy Todd in the house. Let me give Todd a boom shakalaka.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
What's up, Todd? Somebody said they didn't know that Swalwell had genitals.
Focus in the coming days is to be with my wife and children and defend our decades of service against these lies. Politico is reporting now that people have abruptly resigned from his gubernatorial campaign in recent weeks. Political influencers and other social media accounts have alleged sexual misconduct by.
Do you think this gives the Republicans a chance in California, or will they waste it? Grab a super here from Real KRO. Dumb question. Is it military and logistically possible for that strait to be widened at a narrow 21-mile pass, like destroying a huge dam? Real KRO, I have no idea about underwater construction, that kind of thing. I believe if you tried to detonate some stuff, it would put a lot of debris in the water. It would cause a lot of shoal water. I know that channel is dredged on I think almost a weekly basis. They dredge it, where they go in and they pull the silt that is forming on the, it's only about 300 feet deep where the ships go through. It's about 300 feet deep there. But Real KRO, thank you so much. I appreciate the super. Eric, old boy, sleazebag. Yeah. I believe he just got, let's see, will Eric Swalwell drop out of the governor's race? 57% say yes. 43% say no. I think he could have just basically, I mean, Kamala Harris, let's just talk about that for a second. Kamala Harris made her way to the vice president's office doing exactly what we know that she could do with Willie Brown. So do you really put it past Swalwell becoming, hell, with this kind of resume, he might be the next damn president? He very well could be waiting on the next president. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I think we've got some more. Oh gosh. Okay. The trolls, man. I love the trolls this morning. Some people just wake up angry, don't they? Too shallow for super tankers. RJ Army vet. I think you might be right. That would be a major construction operation to widen the strait. I believe it would take years to do that. And we don't have years. We don't have years. Great comment. 1J_R. I don't believe we have years to widen the strait. That's just my opinion. It's okay for him to date a Chinese spy. Oh boy. I mean, let me ask you this. What's worse, dating a Chinese spy or marrying your brother? I mean, the Democrats have this wrapped up. They've got it wrapped up as far as like being disgusting, vile pieces of excrement. Let's go here. This is a good one. They got caught.
Less than a week after President Trump declared a 2-week ceasefire, Vice President J.D. Vance is already here for the first face-to-face talks with Iran since that ceasefire has been declared and since the war started 6 weeks ago. And then it appears to be a war that both sides want to have ended. And the vice president could potentially be the most senior U.S. leader to meet an Iranian official since the 1979 revolution face to face. And Vice President Vance just met with Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. Vance arrived here in Pakistan about 5 hours ago. The president's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner are also here. Vance was met by Pakistan's Army Chief and Field Marshal Asim Munir. He dressed in civilian clothing. Last night, Munir was in a military uniform when he greeted the the Iranian delegation when they arrived late last night. Leading the Iranian delegation, the Speaker of Iran's parliament and former mayor of Tehran. Iran's foreign minister is also here, while Air Force Two was en route to Islamabad. Ghalibaf, the Iranian speaker, issued 2 ultimatums before negotiations could proceed: a ceasefire in Lebanon and the release of Iran's blocked assets. Just a few moments ago, before we went on air, guys, a U.S. official is denying that the U.S. has released any assets before these talks have even started. Here was Vice President Vance before departing for the talks here in Islamabad.
I think it's going to be positive. We'll, of course, see. As the President of the United States said, if the Iranians are willing to negotiate in good faith, we're certainly willing to extend the open hand. If they're going to try to play us, then they're going to find that the negotiating team is not that receptive. So we're going to try to have a positive negotiation. The President has gave us some pretty clear guidelines, and we're going to see.
What do you think about this? Thoughts? Concerns? Interesting timeline, to say the least. Aren't they putting a pipeline to avoid this? I don't know about that. I don't know what they're doing there. Somebody says I'm worried for JD. He's in Pakistan. Obviously, he'll have Secret Service. There's a lot of them around there. They have military escorts. I don't know. I would assume that the Secret Service protection there, he's probably got some operators as well. Some of you may have done that for a job before. I haven't. Oh boy, we got a live stream outro for a video. Hold up. Let me download this. One of our boys, one of our bubbleheads made us a live stream outro video. Whoa. You want a sneak peek of this? Sneak peek of the outro video? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you want a sneak peek? One of my shipmates. That's the greatest term of endearment ever. I wish I would have changed my name on my channel to just shipmate. That's what I wish. And a lot of you probably wonder why I have shipwreck as my avatar. Shipwreck as my avatar. How about a sneak peek? I don't think we'll play all of it, but let's go sneak peek.
Chief of the watch on the 1MC, that's the word. Dive, dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm.
Whoa.
That's the word, dive, dive.
Dive, dive.
He went old school.
Dive, dive.
Here
we go again.
Was that Flucky? I just got a chill down my spine. I smelled amine.
Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know where we
I think he's carving on the tube days right there.
go. We don't know where we go.
Whoa now. Boy, howdy. I haven't seen this. This just came through. There could be some vulgarity. We might have naked pictures of women on the tubes. Oh boy, I'm pretty pleased with this. I am pretty pleased with this situation. We're going to add that to the channel. It is what we're going to do here. We're going to add that. That's going to be our standard outro. Wow, I got a little teary-eyed. It could be my contact lens. I don't know. I'm glad I got my qual hat on today. Glad I got my qual hat on. Chief of the boat. Commence field day. It's Saturday. That's what a lot of submarines are doing right now is field day. Field day starts on a Saturday morning, typically about right after the midnight watch. So you get off we used to get off at 5:30. New watch comes on at 6, eat breakfast, commence field day. And you literally dive in the outboards, reveille, up all bunks, commence field day. And the chief of the watch would love saying that. and you go and find the dust bunnies and the ghost turds and all that kind of stuff. Always double check the blue buckets. Somebody probably pooped in one. We had a phantom shitter on our submarine. Every submarine I was on, we had a phantom shitter. Boy, howdy. I can't wait to watch the rest of this. Ben Dyke, what was your shellback initiation like? Disgusting. I'll leave it at that. Disgusting. I think I've got those certificates back there somewhere. Shellback, blue nodes, all that garbage. It ends with Bubba Burgers. Charlie, you're right about that. Bubba Burgers and pizza. Bubba Burgers. We always had a phantom shitter. If you don't know what a phantom shitter is, somebody in the chat will explain it. We always had a phantom shitter. Every submarine I was on, we had a phantom shitter. That's just fact of life. Fact of life. Phantom pooper existed. Let's go here. I want to take some calls this morning, and we'll get back to some other stuff too. We'll take some calls, get back to some other stuff. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Turn down your audio. I won't play any games on that. I will not waver on the turning down the audio. Turn it down before you call. Turn it down before you call. Let's go. We'll see if they listened. Line
Hey,
one.
Dallin.
Good morning.
Good morning. Just to let you know, my tracker just said that delivery happened, so you got that Cajun care package waiting for you at your P.O. box.
I'm headed to the post office this morning. Yesterday, I got a giant box of stuff from a company. They sent me a bunch of coffee. They sent me a bunch of cups. I got some Bibles. I got I wish I could grab the t-shirt that Freedom Angel sent me. Freedom Angel sent me a t-shirt. I'm probably going to get them to design some stuff. I really appreciate it. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being a great American. God bless you. Great call. Kicking it off right. Let's go line two. I got the balls to take the calls. What do you got? Line two.
Good morning, Ben.
Morning,
I'm just curious about something. With your
if I don't know, I'll lie to you.
With your Discord and to join the channel, can I mail you cash?
You know what? Shoot me an email. I'll send you the link. Okay.
Okay, great.
God
At
bless
this
you, sir.
number. At this number. Sir.
Text me.
Okay.
Text me your email right here, and I'll send it to you. Okay, brother.
Okay. Thank you.
God bless you. Great call. We got a lot of people watching over on the Rumbles. Appreciate that. A lot of people watching over there. A couple hundred people over there. Rumblers, feel free to call in. I would love to talk to a Rumbler. We got people watching over on Kick. I'd love to talk to a kicker. I don't know what you want to call it. A kicker. Rumblers, feel free to call in. God bless you. Let's go right here. Line 3, you're on. Sound Power phone. You couldn't listen, could you? Okay. Bruno. I know you know what a sound power phone
brother.
is. Talk to me.
Hey, what's the chance that Iran's Navy hit some of their own mines? As well as us possibly pushing them in, firing upon them.
Well, you know
Hopefully they
more
told
about
them
mines than others because you're a Coast Guard veteran. So you know about some of this stuff, right?
I pay attention to stuff, it's like, but yeah, I was thinking that it's like, every single vessel of their Navy has been taken out. Their submarines and their ships. Their small boats haven't because they're able to avoid them.
You might be right.
So their own weapons help us destroy their military.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be fantastic. It would be godsend.
The irony would be hilarious. It
would completely.
Yeah.
God bless you, brother. God bless you, Patriots. Have a great day.
Thank you for calling, dude. Appreciate it. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got, line 5?
Good morning, Ben. It's Charlie from Georgia. How are you?
Amazing, Charlie. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I just wanted to know if you've been paying attention to these idiots that are crashing out about, oh no, all males between 18 to 25 are going to be enrolled in the draft. Oh God. Hey, people, it's been going on for decades. The only difference is instead of letting little Johnny have the ability to thumb his nose at the law, they're going to do it automatically. I'd say let's do it a step further. If we really want to talk about equality, why nail it down to just males between 18 to 25? Let's get the women involved as well.
Oh, Charlie, I'm going to put that as a poll question. I think we're going to this is going to go nuclear. God bless you, brother. Hey, commence field day Saturday
equality
morning.
Is equality, right?
I'm all about equality.
What's that?
I said I'm all about equality. 100% down the board.
And with that, secure field day.
Secure field day. God bless you, brother. Let's go like right here, line 6.
Reveille, reveille, up all bunks. Now, reveille, all hands turn to commence field day.
Hey, should women be eligible for the draft? Should women have to register for the draft? We got women on submarines now. Why can't we make everybody register for the draft?
Well, I was part of that desegregation process. There were pros, there were cons.
I remember the USS Michigan when they had the cameras rigged in the showers.
Yep, that's a true statement. In fact, the cob that got fired got retreaded and got sent back to me. Worst cob of my career. That guy was scared of his own shadow.
That was the USS Michigan, right?
I want to say yes, but I'm not 100%. I think it was the Wyoming.
Wyoming, okay.
But I could be wrong on that. I'm not going to drop the guy's name, but if he happens to be listening, just know you're the biggest POS I ever worked for, and he knows it.
Yes.
Either way, shipmate, I love the fact that you actually found my outro video before I had a chance to call in. That's fantastic. You keep an eye on your Twitter, shipmate.
I had a small spherical array demonstrace bearing X, and it came right up, and we investigated.
I DM'd to you. I uploaded it to YouTube, had it go through all of the copyright and ad protection checks. I screenshotted it. I DM'd you the checks. Everything cleared out. No issues. And then I deleted it off YouTube. That way you wouldn't have any type of automated copyright claims or anything like that. So
I am going to put this up right at the end of this live stream. I am not going to watch any more of it until the end of the stream.
I challenge you to watch that video and not get teary-eyed.
Oh, right? I love it.
You ain't seen nothing yet, shipmate. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you were correct. That was Admiral Flucky that you saw in the opening.
I thought so. Brother, you take care. God bless you. And do me a favor. Send me your address. You've got my personal number. Send me your mailing address. I'll send you something.
Roger that, shipmate. Roger that. I'll send you that in the DMs. Take care.
And maneuvering con rig ship for let's go 9 knots. Why don't we make turns for 9 knots?
Make turns for 9 knots. Turns for home. Con maneuvering eye.
God bless you. Take care, brother. Be good.
You too.
So that guy, he's a retired submariner too, nuclear electrician. They run the throttle. They set in maneuvering and spin this big wheel to literally allow steam to go through, I want to say the turbine generators, motor generator, whatever. I can't remember the nuke stuff. Okay. I'm not a nuke. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Hey, how you doing, shipmate? Remember me from New Jersey?
New Jersey. What do you got, brother?
Hey, remember you asked me if I thought the Iranian people were going to step up and do something about 3 weeks ago?
Yep.
I think I was wrong. I think they are.
You know, I saw some rumors right now that they are on the brink of a revolutionary war, or civil war within Iran.
Yes. I think I was I'm still not wrong about New York. New York was one of the best liberty calls, even out of Europe. I think it'd still be good. Them old ladies loved us in dress blues.
You know, one of my favorite places and least favorite places was Singapore, Orchard Towers, and they called it the 4 floors of you know what. But there you go. God bless you. I appreciate
I was never on a Westpac though. I was always Med and Middle East.
Westpacs were well. I'll tell you this: going into the Med, I remember in Portugal, we went to a bar. There must have been 20 midget strippers in this bar in Portugal. It was crazy.
That sounds like a place we visited for sure.
We may or may not have went back. We may or may not have made multiple trips to that place. Thank you for calling.
The beauty of it, yes, sir.
There we go. Great call, man. Little trip down memory lane. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Feel free. I want to see if I can find this stuff. If anyone can find it, apparently Iran is on the cusp of a civil war. Let's go here. Line 3. Go right ahead.
Yes, Ben, this is Rick. I'm the one who sent you the Rush Limbaugh sticker.
Thank you, Rick. I've got it. Hold up. I've got it sitting around here on my desk somewhere. But you go ahead, Rick. What would you like to say?
Right. I just wanted to thank you for the Bible and everything. And I was also wanting to straighten one thing out that you said you thanked me for being a combat veteran. When I was in basic training, that is when they started bringing the troops home.
Oh, okay.
So I am just a veteran of era, not a combat veteran. Just want to straighten that out.
Rick, you are a vet. That's all that matters. There is too many veterans that do this like wiener measuring contest. Like I got 5 pumps, you got 2 pumps, you got 1, you got done. There's too much of that going on, and we don't need it. We don't need it in our community. We don't need it.
Right.
Thank you for calling, Rick.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Also, Ben?
Yes, sir.
Did you find the 2 envelopes that was in the box of 8 tracks?
I sure did. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, good. I just want to make sure. And me and you are probably the only 2 people that own one of them stickers. I still have one.
Good for you. Well, I'm going to put it in one of these frames back here. I'm not going to stick it on the bumper. I'll tell you that.
Right. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, take care, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad you recognized it for what it was. Thank you.
God bless you. So that's Rick. He's a Vietnam era veteran. I think he's in his 70s, doesn't have a cell phone, lives in Kentucky, sent me a giant box of 8 tracks from my truck, sent me an 8-track player. I sent him a Bible and some cash, and he said no, and he sent it back. He sent the donation back, which I think is he didn't have to do that. Let's go here. I want to see if I can find this Iran civil war, because I think they are on the cusp. They want the same amount of freedom that we have. I mean, they want their own pride parades, right? Let's see here. Israel, everybody's going there. Maybe it needs to be a civil war. I just don't want the US to be involved. I don't want, man, I don't know how we don't get involved, to be honest with you, but you could very well be right. Lines are open. Feel free to call. Love to talk to you. Get your opinion, questions, comments, concerns, cuss words. Yeah, there's a few militias organized at the moment. Okay. There's no lesser veteran. You're a veteran. You're in the club. C-130 Hercules. Thank you. You guys still against women fighting in wars. I want to check this poll question here. Let's go right here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2? The heavy breathing does not turn me on. Call back. Troll under the bridge. What do you got?
Hey, I got a question. With this ceasefire and stuff like that, after when finalized stuff like that, doesn't that reset the 60-day clock for the Congress to put their nose into the business?
Troll, I don't have that answer. I am not that educated. I don't know what that does. And maybe somebody in the chat that's got a little more leverage into that world will tell us. Thank you, Troll. God bless you. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got?
Hey, Ben, C-130.
Good morning, C-130. What would you like to say this morning?
First of all, my name is Ken, and it's
Ken.
a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you for calling.
So remind me, what are we talking about?
Whether or not women should have to register for the draft.
Oh, wow. I got a lot of women in my life. My mom's my mom's a woman. No, but I really don't think we should be setting our girls up there for that. I'm not that kind of guy. I look at it like this. Hey, you want equal rights? Go ahead and sign up for the draft. That's fine. You know, put up or shut up. But really, I have 2 daughters. I have 4 grandchildren. And looking at their faces, I can't send these people off to war. But, you know, those manly women, you know, you want to be one of us, let's go. Sign up.
So you don't think women should have to register for the selective service?
You know, maybe they should have to sign up to do some kind of service here at home. Yes, I agree with that. I would not be putting them on the front lines. Again, I just can't do that to these pretty little faces that I'm looking at. I mean, but there are women out there that feel that, you know, they are equal to a man. I would just put a line on there where they could then select to go ahead and join us on, you know, across the ocean.
All right. I'm going to put this question to you, and I'm putting this question to the chat. What rights do women have that men don't, or vice versa? I can think of one. Women do not have to register for the selective service. Men do.
Correct.
God bless you. For anybody that wants to call, I think I'm okay with requiring women to register for the selective service. I don't believe that they need to serve on the front lines, like he said, but I think there is a position somewhere in the military that women could serve. I'm at that point. You want equality? Equality is not gender specific. It's not race specific. It's not color specific. That's where I'm at. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hi, Ben. Arizona here. I'm calling about the gentleman that was talking about the women signing up for the draft.
Sure.
I agree that they should sign up because they have been droning on for we want equal rights, equal rights. But let me tell you something. I'm a woman, Ben. I think you can tell. Women have monthly issues, and women are very emotional and bitchy and moody. And just imagine what will happen out there if they put them on the front lines. I agree with support, Lima, stuff like that, but not in the front lines, because you guys got to be on it. You got time for emotional crying, period stuff. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. God bless you.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Here we go. Bobby, Tennessee. What you got?
Hey, I think, I've got a daughter, and I think they should all have to register for the draft. And if there ever is a draft, well, when they go in, we'll let the military decide what their job should be. You can't assess a person by their pretty face.
I mean, if you want equality, do you only want the parts of equality that are comfortable?
Yep.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, that's I don't think you put them in combat roles on the front lines, but why couldn't they have a support role? Why couldn't they do that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also, the registering for the draft is not the same as an actual draft.
We have women that are fighter pilots. God bless you, Bob.
Right.
Line 5. What do we got? Turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you got to turn the audio down. You got to turn the audio down. Ariel, we should have mandatory service like other countries, to be honest. I could see that. Carrie, subscriber. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Carrie. $2 super chat. There were no female warriors in the Bible. Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. Line 6. What do you got?
Hey, Ben. This is JJ from Mass. How you doing today?
Good morning, sir. What can I help you with?
Well, been watching your show for a while. My cousin Nicky was on the Ohio back in the day.
What was his name? When was he on there?
Nunn. Nick Nunn was his name. He used to tell me stories. He said he'd fly to Spain. He used to say fly to Spain to pick up the boat and all that.
Oh,
He's from
so he was doing the
Pennsylvania.
turnovers. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was like a nuclear physicist. He made sure that that it didn't blow. That nobody died from the nuclear implosion, explosion, etc. Smart kid. He was real smart. Smart guy. Unlike me and you, I guess. I don't know. You seem to be pretty damn smart, but
I'm not.
I
I'm a
look at
re.
it kind of old
I'm
school.
dumb. I'm dumb, man. I'm dumb.
I'm with
Very
you.
dumb.
I think we all are a little bit, but I look at it like this for the women. I just don't think I'm old school. I don't think women should be. If there is ever, if there is ever a war, like right now, war is so much different than it used to be. But I just don't think they should be. I don't even like to see them as pilots. But I do see the role for nurses and anything outside of the front line. It just we just went when the world goes crazy. I just don't think we should go with the world. I don't think we should go with them. People go crazy, don't go with them. I think old school, just men for the draft.
Really?
I had to sign up.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay.
That's
You know,
the way
I
look
can
at it.
I can see the argument for both sides. I can see the argument for both sides. But I am a firm believer, if you want equality, you got to take all of it, not just the parts that make you comfortable. Not the parts that make you comfortable. James, Virginia, go.
Ian, how you doing this morning? I think women should have to sign up for the draft, and I think they ought to actually have to serve. Let me tell you why. It would give us a better quality of women in society. We'd have less pink, orange-haired, pig green nose women sitting out in the street protesting ICE and blocking traffic. I think we'd have much better quality citizen.
James, let me ask you this. Women can serve as vice president. They can serve as members of Congress, members of the Senate. As a member of the Senate, as a member of Congress, as the vice president, those women can decide and declare war. So why shouldn't they be under the same umbrella of serving in a war that those women could declare?
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
I mean, be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
Absolutely.
You want equal rights. But here's the thing that I've got. Is there anything extra that men get by having to register for the selective service that women don't? With something extra, you should get a little bit of an extra benefit. I can't think of anything that I get extra because I serve my country or that I'm required to register at 18. I don't think that I get anything. I don't get anything that they don't because of that. Do you?
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
God bless you, James. Thank you for calling. Let's go here. Line 9.
Hello, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Bill from El Paso, fellow bubblehead.
Good. What? Oh, Bill, thank you for calling. You were a diesel boat guy, right?
No, I was on the Miami.
When were you on the Miami? Because they had a horrible disaster a number of years ago.
Yeah, I retired from there and went to work for the Navy. And I remember that fire. It was in the shipyard. I was a submarine inspector, a sail inspector, and
I think that was set by a crew member, right? It was. There was
no. It was set. It was set by a painter.
A painter. Okay.
A shipyard worker.
Okay.
He wanted a day off to go see his girlfriend.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Hey, Ben, my first experience of women in the Navy was when I was a sail rep. I went to work. I went to do a job in the sail, and I had to interface with the duty officer. And there was a woman duty officer, and she was very professional and very, very well trained. And I respect that.
I do too. I agree 1,000%. Thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. Thank you for stick around. We got a cool little trailer that one of the guys made.
I'm waiting for it. It's awesome.
God bless
you.
you.
I'm waiting for it.
Let's go here. Line 6. What do you got?
Hey, this is Nancy. I am a Vietnam era veteran. United States.
Thank you for your
Army.
service, Nancy.
Well, you're welcome. Pertaining to women being drafted,
Okay.
I say go for it. Look, there's a lot of women out there running their mouths about how bad they are. So let's just let them be bad. Only thing I've got to say about it is don't put them in situations where they can create a bunch of foobar for our troops that are out there working hard. Don't subject our men.
Somebody just
Be
sent me
smart
an
about it.
article, and my buddy Mike in the chat. A lady earlier, Sin said there were no female warriors in the Bible. Sin, you're wrong. I just got an article detailing the 7 women warriors in the Bible. Nancy, thank you for calling. I appreciate you, and thank you for your service. Nancy, do me a favor. Text message me your address on here. I want to send you one of these veteran Bibles, okay?
Well, that's awesome. That's not necessary.
I don't
I've
care.
got Bibles and everything. All right.
God bless you. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got, line 5?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you calling in. Where are you calling from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Is your dad or your mom a veteran? Did they
Both
serve in
of
the
my
military?
parents are veterans.
Both parents are veterans. Well, thank them for their service. What would you like to say this morning?
I would actually like to join the Army, but I can't because I have allergies and asthma.
Well, I'm sure there's something else that
But-
you can do that will help America, and you sound like a fine patriot. And I thank you for calling. How old are you?
Thank you, Ben, and to everybody else that's there that's a veteran.
Well,
We
thank
all
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you. Your daughter, I'm assuming that was your daughter that was speaking, said that you and your husband were
Yes,
veterans?
sir, that's my child. She's 12 years old.
Oh, 12. Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
sorry, I cry.
That's all right. I'm glad that he called in. I'm glad that it sounds like you're raising a patriot. There's nothing wrong with that.
We are doing the best we can.
Yep. And 12 years
She-
old. That's amazing.
She goes up to every soldier. We live in military town, so she goes up to every soldier wearing a uniform and thanks them. If there's a group, she stops and she thanks every single one of them.
Well, that's
Mhm.
amazing. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate
Thank
you. It sounds
thank
like
you.
you've got a good family. Sounds like you've got a good family. Be proud.
I'm working on it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your service. So somebody said that there was no female warriors in the Bible. Sin, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. I want to correct this before it goes anywhere else, because I believe this is a learning opportunity. Let's go here. Let's see. 7 women warriors in the Bible. We don't tend to think of the Bible of women playing a role in the wars. The Bible is full of female warriors. Rahab, a prostitute living alongside the wall of Jericho, who took in the Hebrew spies, hid them from the men from town and helped them escape to safety. Okay. Then we had Deborah, the judge who led the Israelites during battle. God gave her a message from Barak, member of the army, commander of the army. Then there came Jael. She was another housewife hanging out at home when Sisera fled for safety, passed by her house. She invited him in, made him comfortable, then put to death their enemy. Wow. Then there were the women of Abel. Her towns was under siege and no one knew what to do while everyone else ran around in a panic. This brave woman took action, went towards a wall, yelled out that she wanted to speak to Joab, military commander, each of their own side of the wall. They reached an agreement that ended an attack, led to the safety of the city. Then when David's son Absalom tried to take over the throne and David went into hiding, he needed a way to keep up. They enlisted the assistance of a servant girl, the wench of Enrogel, who kept an ear to all that was going on and relayed the information to David's spies, who passed it on to David. When Absalom's servants came by and asked if she had seen the 2 men, the Bahuriam woman innocently misdirected them. Wow. And finally, we have the women of Thebes. Like the woman of Abel, her town was under siege. In her case, all the townspeople had fled for safety. As everyone ran around the confusion, this woman watched as Abimelech prepared to burn down the tower. Looking around, she saw a millstone. She grabbed it, carefully threw it down near the building. God guided the stone killing him, saving the town. Wow. Okay. So I think we got some women warriors there, and I want to give a big shout out to all of the women warriors in the chat. Women warriors chat. Boom.
And can an amen and a boom shakalaka go right there?
There you go. That is fantastic. And Mike, thank you for sharing that, brother. God bless you. That is butt kicking. That's Bud. You know, I haven't gotten any calls from the troll that wanted Chris Christie to be the president. I haven't got any calls from him. Sin, I stand corrected. Thank you, Sin. I think it's amazing with the amount of research that you all can accomplish in seconds. It's amazing. Thank you for that, Mike. Wow. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. I think that is a powerful little message with the women in the Bible. Deborah in the Bible was a warrior and military leader against Canaan. I like that, Pastor. I love that. Women spies. Yeah, absolutely. Women spies. What? That's the old. What do you call it? What do you call that? I forgot. Honeypot trap. Honeypot. The honeypot trap. We are streaming on X this morning. We're streaming on Kick, Rumble, all these various channels. I want to show you some stuff here this morning. Let me grab this. If you could name this mountain, what would you call it? Best answer in the chat wins a free membership. What would you name that mountain if you could name it? With Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex. Best name for the mountain wins a free membership. Mount Traders, Trader Tract, Mount Trask. I thought Mount Moron would be really good. But that's just my thoughts. You give me a call, 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. And maybe figure out how disappointing some of these people are. Let's talk a little bit about this. And I know this is going to cause some chaos. Some of the chaos is about to begin with the Charlie Kirk trial. Let's take this call right here. Line 2, what do you got?
Black Pillar Point for those morons up on that mountain.
I
Black
like
Pillar
it.
Point.
I'm writing down
All right.
Black Pillar Point. Black
God
Pillar
bless you.
Point. Black Pillar
Bye.
Point's a good one. I want to know if the chat thinks that's the best one. Black
All right. Love you,
Pillar-
Ben. Bye.
Hey, God bless you. Black Pillar Point. That's a good one right there. This is my notepad. This is all my notes for the show. I don't take any. I don't take very many notes, and I'm left-handed, so I got to move my notebook over here. I'm left-sided. Let me ask you this: the Charlie Kirk trial. How many of you believe that Tyler Robinson's responsible? Is Tyler Robinson responsible for CK's death? Yes or no in the chat. How many of you believe that he is responsible? Because there's information now that is coming out that there's an actual letter from Charlie Kirk's suspect, Tyler Robinson, to his then again boyfriend, furry friend. Let's call it a furry friend. What do you think? Trader Mountain, Corey. That could be a very good one as well. Trader Mountain could be a candidate. Let's write that one down. Line 1, what do you got?
Suicide Mountain.
Okay.
Have a good one, man.
God bless you. There we go. Yes, but not the only ones. How many shots were heard by the audience? I don't know. I wasn't there. I think there was only one. I think because it was in and around those buildings. Dingleberry Ridge. I like that one too. Let's write that down. Dingleberry. We're going to put the top 5 or top 4 up there and let people, Dingleberry Ridge is a pretty good one. And we're going to let y'all vote and decide. Trader Mountain is a good one. But apparently there is new information coming out right now that Tyler Robinson sent a letter, and this is all here. So we can get this to play. Mount Woke.
The April 15th tax deadline is coming, and your max refund.
We'll get rid of the tax deadline until that advertisement plays. Broke Mouth Mountain. Okay, that's a good one. Broke Mouth Mountain. I like that one. Let's go here.
16 search warrants released last month onto a Utah State Court's database. The warrants offer more insight into messages sent between Tyler J. Robinson and the roommate he had a romantic relationship with, including a note Robinson allegedly left for the roommate, who then gave a copy to an FBI agent. Warrants include this full text of that note. Luna, if you are reading this per my text, then I am so sorry. I left the house this morning on a mission and sent an auto text. I am likely dead or facing a lengthy prison sentence. I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I took it. I don't know if I will/have succeeded, but I had hoped to make it home to you. I wish we could have lived in a world where this did not feel necessary. I wish I could have stayed for you and lived our lives together. I lack the words to express how much I love you and how very much you mean to me. Please try and find joy in this life. I love you, always, Tyler.
Well, it's a confession.
Ann Bremner is a former Seattle prosecutor. Among other clients, she went on to represent the parents of missing Utah woman Susan Powell.
So a full confession to somebody that he cared about deeply and I guess wanted to explain what he did, but he seemed to be okay with what he did.
I think this gives you kind of the context of the text messages that jumps out, and I'll tell you why.
Defense attorney Mark Garagos has represented the Menendez brothers, Scott Peterson, and others charged with murder.
People always want to hear, jurors especially, from the accused. And here you've got text messages, which if you believe it are in real time, and that is significant.
The warrants also detail what, with a judge's permission, the State Bureau of Investigation seized from Robinson's home in St. George, 30-06 ammunition, including a cartridge that apparently had test shot etched on it. That's the same caliber as the rifle police recovered from near Utah Valley University and believed to have killed Charlie Kirk. According to the warrants, detectives also seized a variety of computers and digital devices from Robinson's home. Investigators also received permission to take from Robinson's person, from DNA samples to the clothes he was wearing when he surrendered, right down to his underwear. Judges also gave permission to search email accounts and text messages belonging to both Robinson and the roommate. Only a fraction of those messages have been made public.
The entire affidavit is a wealth of information. And frankly, at first it looks damning, but there's plenty here for the defense to work with. If you think you've got a shot of winning the case or hanging the case on the merits, on guilt, on the killing, then you're going to have a completely different approach than if you feel like that's not going to work. You're going to cast that as an opportunity to show the jury why he did it and why they should not take his life.
We've compiled a list of what was searched and seized. You can read it on fox13now.com. In Orem, Nate Carter.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Turn the audio down on my microphone because I sneezed. A lot of people have made a lot of money off of spinning fairy tales from this. A lot of people have made a lot of cash. And I would love to know, do you think that this changes anything? Will you ever see someone like a Candace Owens come out and say that she was wrong? Does anyone believe they will come out and admit, I got it wrong? I don't know about that. I don't know if you will see, there's a lot of people that can never admit they're wrong. Period. Not happening. But I believe right now what we're seeing is a real-time admission or publication with this letter that could change a lot of things. Mount Trader and Omega own homage to Marxist failure to take the United States of America. Thanks to our fearless president, Donald John Trump, and smart citizens like ourselves. Trump's sword. Thank you. Is it Trump's word or Trump's sword? I think it's Trump's sword. Thank you for remembering. This is big. I don't know if it's going to get the airtime or the playtime that it probably should. But I mean, they basically want this one dude to the guy that killed the insurance company CEO. That they wanted him to get off, right? Why wouldn't they want Tyler Robinson to get off? Queen Elizabeth, Princess Elizabeth, served in World War II, joining the Auxiliary Territorial Service. Mike, God bless you. First female royal to serve in the Armed Forces. You're absolutely right about that. Thank you, Mike. Weird dynamic we've got going on right now with all of this, with all of the coverage of this Tyler Robinson stuff. Weird situation. Hunter Biden fled the United States, says he's $17 million in debt. Why doesn't he just make a couple of more paintings? Why doesn't he just do that? Right? Just make some more paintings. Here's one that's weird. I didn't see this one on my bingo card. Kristi Noem's husband, Brian, allegedly discussed leaving her to become a bimbo, a mechanic named Crystal. What the hell is going on with that? What is going on with Kristi Noem's husband? This is weird. Super weird. Okay, let's see it.
I believe you told me you loved me, didn't you?
I do love you.
Do
Yes.
you?
Mm-hmm.
So much better than your wife, aren't I?
You're so much better. Would you ever marry me?
Oh, you want to be married to your God.
I mean, who would be?
I mean, exactly. So how many drinks are we on?
A lot.
A lot.
Shut up. You're so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make me drink.
Oh, I don't make you do anything.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
I'm ready to vomit. I am ready to vomit. Kristi Noem's husband allegedly discussed leaving her to become a bimbo named Crystal. According to a shocking report on Friday, let's go here. Let's go here. According to a shocking report on Friday, in the alleged messages and phone calls Byron reportedly told the person, I can see us leaving our spouses for each other. What? What the heck is going on with this? I want to wash my eyes out with some stuff. I don't know what a dink is, but that sounds horrible. I don't know what a dink is. What in the hell is going on with Kristi Noem's husband? Good grief. Uh-oh. We got any Navy people that were on ships? Any Navy people on ships that can help me out with this one? Because I don't know what this is. Mystery launcher appears on a U.S. Navy destroyer. There's some kind of launcher here. Somebody help me out with that. Somebody help me out with this right here. Mystery launcher on a U.S. Navy destroyer. What is that? Arleigh Burke-class USS Carl M. Levin received an interesting new addition to its aft upper deck. You see it there? What is this? New, not immediately recognizable launcher has emerged on the U.S. Navy's Arleigh Burke class. Last year, launchers for Coyote counter-drone interceptors appeared in the same general location. Is this some kind of anti-drone thing? And what's more disturbing is this is posted from a Chinese website. What in the hell is going? I mean, here's some better pictures of it right here. Is this some kind of anti-drone thing? Let's go here. Whoa. I don't know what this is, but that's interesting. Go Navy is all I got to say. Go Navy. Boys, girls, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go here. U.S. Navy calls it quits on the USS Boise. Never-ending overhaul. If you have never been in the submarine community, overhaul is the worst portion of your military life as a Navy submariner. Overhaul is the worst thing you can ever do. It is the worst thing. And if the bubbleheads in here are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's do this. Let's just do this. Right here. And we're going to roll the footage here. We're going to roll this footage of our new outro. I think we need to.
Chief of the watch on the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm, pass the word, dive, dive. Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know when we'll be through. We don't know when we'll be through. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't like the smoking lamp. They won't like the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep, sir. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. I can't remember the sun. I can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever. Wow. Talk about a trip down memory frickin' lane. Steel Beach picnic. Barbecuing topside, baby. You've got to love that. With that being said, I'm out of here. Go enjoy your day. Enjoy this country. It's the greatest country in the world. Do not let these black pill, doomer, grifter morons ruin your day, ruin your morning, ruin your night. Ignore them. Ignore their message, but fight them on every front. If we don't fight, they win. They're a bunch of scumbags. God bless you. And thank you for making that damn video. Wow. I love it.